Arab Americans have been here a long time. There were two Arab Americans on Columbus's ships, so we've been around since the beginning of the establishment of this country. Arab Americans were very diverse because we do face the same challenges that every other immigrant community has faced, whether it's lack of access to language or to jobs, or not understanding the system, and it takes a long time to really assimilate, and you need a lot of help. With the Arab American communities post 9/11, there has been a lot of discrimination and racism again. So there's also a sense of isolation because people are concerned, if you wear a hijab, you're walking down the street, maybe somebody will say something to you. So it's a little bit, it's very difficult for the new arrivals now, I think, more so than it was maybe 100 years ago. So I don't think the problem is necessarily the immigrants, right? It's those who can't accept the immigrants because of lack of education or understanding. There's a lot of immigrants who are completely integrated into the United States. Now the other side of it are some members of the U.S. community accepting of them as full-fledged Americans, right? A lot of our community members might be first and second generation. And then, they ask them, where are you from? Oh, I'm American. No, where are you really from? And that's something we can't really do much about. It's other people have to reflect on their own attitudes as well. Arab Americans were very diverse. I mean, actually, in the U.S., 67%, for instance, are Christian. But most people, the minute they hear Arab, the fanatical Muslims, right? So it's people conflate lack of education, lack of information, both sides. The challenges they face, which is, for instance, getting legal help, getting assistance in schools, getting English as a second language, getting support, understanding the process in this country. There's so many things that are important. And I think what has worked is what we provide. We are part of a 200-year movement called the Settlement House Movement, which started in the UK but really took hold in New York. We provide services from the cradle to the grave for a specific community. And that has been an amazing experience because literally there's multiple points of entry. We can get the kids for after school, we can get the parents for, get health insurance, we can get mom wanting to learn English as a second language. So it becomes a home for them. And it's, from them, part of them, we're all from the same, areas, we've all been through the same things. I have 2 offices in Brooklyn and 2 offices in Queens. And that's primarily South Asian and Arab American. And the most important services that we provide, for instance, we provide preventive programming, where parents come in with their children and sort of talk through all the different struggles they might have assimilating here, how you advocate for your kids in school. We have a youth program where we do a lot of after school. And we do SATs with Kaplan, we do college preparations. Some of our kids, their SATs went up by 400 points because, they come to us, their parents have never gone to school, they don't know how to help them. The minute you give them the help, they excel. We have English as a second language for the youth as well. They make lots of movies. You can see it on our website. If you go to YouTube, look up AAFSC, you see over 45 movies our kids have written, directed, produced that talk to you about their perspective of the immigrant. We have counselors through our preventive programs. I have over 15 counselors in the center. We provide referrals to anything they need. If they need advocacy, for instance, in school, we go with them. If we show them how to do it. If they need advocacy for medical care, we help them. So basically, they have a community. Right? So we build community. They really interact with others. And not only do they feel they're also part of the community, but they start seeing that their voice matters, right? And when they work in unity with others. So I think the way we do that is we make them feel they're part of the community, that they're wanted in the community, that their voices are respected. ISIS to me, I consider it like a cult. And I condemn ISIS 100,000%. I think, yes, they're kidnapping girls, they're doing human trafficking, they're abusing women and children. They're a criminal gang. I mean, if we can stop them, we should stop them tomorrow, So I'm the number one person against ISIS. And people who go for a cult, there's something happening in their lives that's not right. In the US, I can tell you one thing. I believe personally we've done a much better job at integrating immigrants than they did in Europe. And a lot of that has to deal with this kind of settlement house model where they include people, social services. And you see from this country, I don't think we have as many coming in as from other countries. And I think once you accept people and give them opportunities and make them feel part of the community and provide services, there's such a dearth of mental health services for immigrants, with the right language skills, with the cultural competency.